Level. Quests. Quests. The Daedalian keys. A demanding delivery. Parry pip, mouse right button. Level. Talents.
Those that go to Azkaban.
I don't see why everyone.
Level. 17. Gear. Headwear. 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 Dark Arts hat. Neckwear. Level. 17.
Welcome. Do let me know if I can be of any assistance at all.
Bye. Hello, Mr. Pippin.
Hello, Mr. Pippin. You need help with a delivery?
Yes, I do. A capable student such as yourself should have no trouble making the trip to Cambridge. It's just south of Hogwarts.
What do you need delivered?
Fatima Lawang ordered a few invisibility potions. I used to go myself, but lately Fatima has taken to turning every visit into an argument. Constantly complaining about the quality of my stock. But how can I maintain excellence when she orders so often, giving me no time to brew? If you take this rather irritating task off my hands, I'd happily allow you to claim the delivery fee from Fatima.
Happy to help. She sounds annoying. Happy to help.
I'd be happy to help with the delivery.
You've no idea how grateful I am, truly. Here are the invisibility potions she requested. Hopefully she won't give you too much trouble. She's a talented potioneer in her own right. I dare say I wouldn't mind having a look at her potion recipes one day.
Map. Hogsmeade. World map. Hogwarts map. The library annex. The annex of the Hogsmeade map. World map. South Hogwarts region. Hogwarts Valley. Enemy level. Cambridge. Cambridge. Cambridge is a community in central Hogwarts Valley. The center of Hogwarts Valley. Q will protect you from incoming blockable attacks. Some quests feature rewards like new spells or collection items. Consult the quest log to help you decide which quest. Four.
Always late, that Pippin.
Madame Lawang, I have a delivery from J. Pippin's potions.
Ha! Sent a child to do his work for him, did he? Always cutting corners and taking the easy way out. Did he have you brew them for him as well? Doesn't matter. You could probably do it better than he can anyway.
Here are the potions. Why did you buy them then?
Why do you keep ordering from him if you think the quality to be inferior?
It would seem I have more and more customers who are trying to stay out of sight. I'm not one to judge. You can simply imagine the stress I'm under to deliver quality products. Unlike some vendors, I strive to keep my customers satisfied.
Here are the potions.
Here are the potions you requested.
You think it's so simple? I know Pippin is always trying to cheat his customers, cutting corners to save some galleons for himself at the expense of quality. You'll not be getting a nut out of me until you prove the potion works. Drink it.
Of course. I'd rather not. Of course.
Seems simple enough. I'll do it.
I should think so.
Four. Invisibility potion. Release tab to equip.
It seems to have worked.
Well, I suppose that will do.
If the demand for potions is as high as you say, have you considered being easier to work with? Perhaps combining your recipes and skills?
Not a chance. That ne'er-do-well had his shop handed to him. The rest of us had to make our own way. I'll not give him the benefit of my hard work and gumption. If he fails on his own, so be it.
Very well. Can you tell me about your customers?
You mentioned that more and more customers are trying to stay out of sight. Why?
Well, I can't speak for all of them, but certainly my Ashwinder customers have their reasons. If I were you, I'd forget I heard that.
Very well.
Very well. I shall let Mr. Pippin know I delivered the potions as requested.
You do that.
May I see your wares? Thank you for your time.
And what do you have for sale?
Hamlet shop. 3,150. Lacewing fly. Sell items. Silver spectacles. Well appointed.
This will
Dark
do
flat.
just
Ochre
fine.
Quidditch glove. Dark
Thank
flat
you.
cap. Well appointed. Ochre Quidditch gloves. Superb. Required level.
Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it.
Map. Poitsier Code. The Highland. Hogwarts Valley. Treasure Vault. Mouse right button. Set waypoint. Treasure Vault. Field guide pages. Keenbridge. Mouse right.
Always been keen on Keenbridge. Hang on to your valuables. That's all I'll say.
4. Felix Felicis. Level 17. Level. Inventory. Inventory. Beasts. Notes. Resources. 13. 11. 7. Mallow sweet leaves. Magical leaves used to open Merlin trial. Level 17.
Revelio.
4. Felix 0. Ginger root.
Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Accio.
Four.
Incendio.
Level. Quests. Quests. The Daedalian Keys. A demanding delivery. I have managed. Level.
Revelio. Also. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Also. Accio. Ha. Ha. Ah. Accio. Also. not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this. Repulsor. Accio. Repulsor. Repulsor. Ha. Ha. Accio. Levioso. Repulsor. 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 Accio. Repulsor. Accio. Accio. Repulsor. 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 Accio. Repulsor.
Map. Gear. Keenbridge. The hamlet of Keenbridge in Hogwarts Valley. Keenbridge. Keenbridge is a Merlin trial. Merlin trials are puzzles allegedly created by Merlin while a student at Hogwarts as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. Requirements. Trials of Merlin. Mallow Sweet Leaves. Mouse right button. Set waypoint. The Highlands.
Repulsor. Ha. Ha.
Level 17. Gear. Handwear. Neckwear. Neckwear. Forest tartan scarf. Equipped item. Pinstriped broom. Flying mounts. Talents. Inventory. Quest items. Potion recipe book. A book of potion recipes clearly written by somebody who knows their way around a cauldron. Level. Collections. Collection. Revelio pages. 38 out of 150. Field guide pages discovered with Revelio that reveal interesting facts about the world around you. Ingredients. Ingredients you have collected. Level 17. Challenges. Exploration. Solve 2 Merlin trials. Solve 6 Merlin trials. 0 out of 6. Field guide pages. 36. Level 17. Level. Owl post. Settings. Exploring. Manual. A demanding delivery. Save complete. Empty save slot. Level.
Revelio. 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 Accio. Nice to see you again.
Likewise. What can I help you with today?
May I see your wares? May I ask about your shop and this hamlet? I'm just looking. May I see your wares?
And what do you have for sale?
Hamlet shop. Sell items. Forest tartan cobalt debon. Forest tartan scarf. Well appointed.
Thank you for stopping in.
Level 17. Gear. Facewear. Solar protection goggle. Solar protection goggles. Cloaks and robes. Striped school robe. Equipped item. Outfit. Decorous blazer school cobalt debonair ensemble. Decorous blazer school. Decorous blazers. Equipped item. Level 17.
Nice to see you again.
Likewise. What can I help you with today?
May I see your wares?
And what do you have for sale?
Hamlet shop. Sell items. Forest tartan scarf. Decorous blazer. Striped school robe. Solar protect. Elegant vest uniform. Superb.
Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it.
Map. The Highlands. Hogwarts map. Hogsmeade map. Madam Snelling's Spintwitch's sporting needs. South Hogsmeade. Track Our Revelio can sometimes help reveal the solution. Track undiscovered flow flames to unlock permanent fast travel locations and shorten the time it takes to reach new activities and locations.
There you found. We have everything a young student might need when it comes to potions. Have
Bye.
a good look around.
Bye. I delivered the...
I delivered the potions to Fatima Luang.
Very good. And did she cause you any trouble?
It was no problem. She's certainly difficult. It was no
Nothing
problem.
to worry about. I handled it.
Glad to hear it. And thank you again for your help.
Thank you. I'd like an additional fee. Thank you. I'd like an additional fee.
Delivering those potions was a bit more work than I'd expected. I'd like an additional fee.
I suppose that's business for you. Very well, I shall increase your pay, but I'm not at all pleased about it.
By the way, I found this book of potion recipes in Cambridge. Might it be useful to you?
Is this Fatima's recipe book?
If it is, she doesn't deserve it back. I didn't realize. If it is, she doesn't deserve it back.
You should keep it. She doesn't deserve to have it.
I appreciate what you're saying, but you have much to learn about respecting the property of others. Some things are sacred amongst potioneers. I shall return it to her immediately.
Level 17. Wand handles. Appearances 45 out of 103. Conjurations. Level. Gear. Quests. All. The Room of Requirement. Professor Weasley has requested I meet her in the shadow of the Undercroft. The Room of Requirement. Professor Weasley has requested I meet her in the shadow of the Undercroft. I can probably find Sebastian at his usual spot near the Room of Requirement. Professor Weasley has in the shadow of the Undercroft. The Room of Requirement. The Daedalian Keys. The Room of Requirement. Mouse right button. Map. Flame's location. Broom racing event. The Room of Requirement. In the shadow of the Undercroft. The astronomy. The Room of A white outline indicates your active target. Our Revelio can sometimes help reveal the solution to a difficult magic puzzle.
Professor Weasley? Somewhere away from prying eyes.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard. I see you've wasted no time. Well done. Shall we?
After you, Professor.
Field guide. A white outline indicates your active target. Aim mode mouse right button reveals additional secondary.
What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If
Revelio.
I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor?
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you found it. There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess. This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing spell. You can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as these chairs and other things here in the room. I suggest you practice the wand movements first, then you can clear the chairs away. Splendid. Now, cast Evanesco on those chairs.
Escape. Lumos. Lumos. Reparo. Evanesco. Transfiguration. Vanishes items and returns Moonstone when cast within the room. Reparo.
Excellent work. You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on. Where in Merlin's name is that elf?
Revelio.
Is that... Goodness. My old
Hey,
school bag.
I waited for you here for ages.
Wondered where that
Perhaps you were assigned a few more.
Can't believe it's still here. I'll just take a quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Yes, Professor.
Dear me. Can't you keep it down? Some of us are trying to rest.
Revelio. Revelio.
Accio.
Revelio.
Hope this isn't as precarious as it looks.
Revelio.
Stop them! No, not... that's not helpful, you worthless pile of tin.
Revelio.
Bit offended the room thought I needed a bath. Cheeky thing.
How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here?
Revelio.
What was that? Was that a golden snitch?
Perhaps you should summon your wits and find out.
I hope that house elf can find us in here.
Revelio. Alter. Accio. Revelio. Repulsion. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Repulsion. Repulsion. Accio. Repulsion. Accio. Repulsion. Accio. Revelio.
close. Yikes! Careful!
Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deke will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deke is honored to meet you.
Deke has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deke. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deep-seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my schoolwork without distraction.
Well then, the room can provide you with precisely that. Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with. I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. Ah, and it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed.
You have unlocked the desk of description. Use it to reveal the magical properties of any unidentified gear that you've collected.
This will be more useful when I have something to identify.
You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk will be an invaluable resource.
I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes, the magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you. Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in Hogsmeade.
I did. Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, it's much safer and easier to purchase them. They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough resources for now.
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite perceptive. Why don't you give it a try? Go ahead and conjure the potions station and potting table. You should find both familiar since they'll resemble the ones you've already used to study magical plants and brew potions in class.
Escape. Lumos. Conjuring spell. Transfiguration. Conjures items into existence when cast. Conjuration. Potions. Herbology. Utility. Wall hangings. Decorations. Small scientific potion. Small botanical potions station. Small eclectic potions station. Small gothic potions station. A small gothic potions station with one burner for brewing. Small eclectic potions station. A small eclectic potions station with one. Small botanical potions station. Small scientific potions station. Small gothic potions station. A small gothic potions station with one burner for brewing. Potions station budget. 0 out of 1. Complete more quests to increase conjuration budget in the room of requirement. Small eclectic potions station. Object not inside playable space. 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 Potions station budget. 1 out of 1. Resources required. Moonstone. 58 out of 2. Conjuration. Small potions stations. Small potting, botanical, scientific potting table, botanical potting table, eclectic potting table, gothic potting table with a small pot. Eclectic potting table with a small pot. Botanical potting table with scientific potting table with 3 small pot. Botanical potting table with 3 small pots. A botanical potting table perfect for growing 3 plants requiring potting table budget. 0 out of 1. Complete more quests to increase conjuration budget in the room of requirement. Botanical potting table with 3 small pots. A botanical potting table perfect for growing 3 plants requiring small pot. Resources required.
Well done.
Potting table
You can
budget.
use these whenever you need
1
to
out of
brew
1.
potions or grow
Resources
plants.
required.
Presumably,
Conjuration.
of course, you've collected
Small
any
potting
seeds or
tables.
potion ingredients you
Herbology.
need in Hogsmeade
Items
or
used.
outside the
Tables.
castle grounds.
A selection of tables, both empty and decorated. Mouse left button. Select. Room of requirement. Utility. Desk of description. A desk which can. Wall hangings. Flower box. Quidditch board. A board displaying various decorations. Stuffed toy dragon. A stuffed toy. Decorations. Conjuration budget. The conjuration budget indicates the total number of items that can be conjured. Stuffed toy dragon. A stuffed toy dragon. Resources required. Moonstone. 50 out of 2. Default. Backspace. Undo. Mouse wheel scroll down. Conjuration. Decorations. Potions.
Deke will be here to answer any questions you may have. Do not underestimate his insights.
Thank you, Professor. Can I use transfiguration magic anywhere?
Can I use this type of transfiguration magic outside of the room?
Conjuring and vanishing are strictly forbidden elsewhere in the castle. We've charms in place to enforce that. It would be exhausting to reverse the errors in both judgment and magic. But the Room of Requirement has its own rules.
Thank you, Professor.
Can you tell me a bit more about Deke?
He's been at Hogwarts longer than I have, and seems to know its every nook, cranny, and secret. We discovered this room together when I was a student. Deke has had a good deal of experience, both here at Hogwarts and at a previous post. I shall let Deke tell you more when he's ready, but again, you would be wise to listen to any suggestions he may have.
Thank you, Professor.
I will be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room.
Deke hasn't seen this many plants here before.
Potting table. Dittany. Mallowsweet, not grass. Fluxweed. A tall plant that produces stems. Mallowsweet. Chinese chomping cab. Empty. Escape. Empty. Escape. Conjuration. Escape. Escape. Lumos. Conjuring spell. Transfiguration. Evanesco. Transfiguration. Escape. Lumos. Conjuring spell. Conjuration. Rugs. An assortment of embellished, large medium science, medium gothic rug. Wall hangings. Winged mirror. Statues. Decoration. Scientific. Stuffed toy eclectic standing light. Mischievous young, nurse and baby, bickering couple portrait. Seating. Eclectic chair. Tables. Small gothic table. Mooncalf statue. Potions. Small scientific potion. Herbology. Scientific potting table with a small pot. Botanical potting table with a small pot. Potting table budget. 0 out of 7. Eclectic potting table with a small pot.
You should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Object not inside playable space. Object not inside playable space. Selected space is currently occupied. Object not inside playable space. Object not inside playable space. Object not inside playable space. Potting table budget. 1 out of 7. Conjuration. Tables. Seating. Conjuration. Furniture. Rugs. Medium botanical rug. A medium rug that would feel. Medium eclectic rug. Medium gothic rug. Conjuration budget. The conjuration budget indicates the total. Medium eclectic rug. Medium botanical rug. Medium scientific rug. Resources required. Moonstone. 53 out of 3. Backspace. Conjuration. Large square scientific rugs. Furniture. Scientific bookcase. Seating. Botanical. Scientific chair. Conjuration budget. The conjuration budget indicates the total number. Botanical chair. Eclectic chair. Gothic chair. Resources required. Moonstone. 51 out of 2. Botanical chair. Eclectic art. Tables. Small scientific. Conjuration budget. Small botanical table. Small eclectic table. Small gothic table. Resources required. Moonstone. Conjuration.
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First, you'll need to gather some moonstone. You can acquire it by vanishing items here in the Room of Requirement, or you can gather it carefully outside of the Hogwarts grounds. Return to me once you've gathered enough, and we shall begin the lesson.
Map. Flames in the shadow of the Undercroft. The astronomy wing. U. This is your location. Mouse right button. U. This is your the astronomy wing. The exit. Map. Flames location. World map. Hogsmeade map. South Hogwarts region. Enemy level. Forbidden Forest. The appearance of any gear can be altered in the gear menu to look like any other basic gear you have looted, or unique appearances. Four.
I would say that Irondale is not appropriately named.
Revelio. This place has seen better days.
Map. The Highland, North Hogwarts Hogsmeade map. Hogsmeade. World map, Hogwarts map, secret rooms. The astronomy wing. Astronomy Charms classroom. Field guide challenges are the only way to earn. Some enemies are vulnerable to certain spells and techniques in your arsenal. Visit the collections menu to discover hidden enemy weaknesses.
I adore spending Revelio. Wonderful place to practice acting. One of the students learn.
New potion. Some quests feature rewards like new spells or collection items.
I have the moonstone you requested, Professor.
Good. Then we may begin your lesson. You can conjure more than potions and herbology tables. Conjuration can be used to decorate this space to your liking. Why don't you try it on the walls and floor?
Conjuration. Furniture. Nurse and baby portrait. Niffler and witch portrait. Gazing wizard portrait. Dapper wizard portrait. Nurse and baby portrait. House elves and mistress portrait. A bright paint. Conjuration budget. The conjuration budget indicates the total number of items. Gazing witch portrait. Niffler and witch portrait. Gazing wizard portrait. Dapper wizard portrait. Resources required. Moonstone. Conjurate wizard in profile portrait.
some questions about conjuration.
Yes?
I don't have any question. How do I remove conjured items?
Can I remove an item I've conjured?
Indeed you can. You already know the spell, Evanesco. When you vanish something, the moonstone used to conjure it will become available to you again.
I am all set.
There are so many choices. What items do you think I should conjure?
I shall leave that entirely up to you. This is your space after all. I will say that a simple addition such as a wall hanging or a portrait might make the space feel unique.
I am all set.
I think I can manage from here. Thank you.
I look forward to seeing your work.
Conjuration. Rugs. Furniture. Statues. Seasonal decorations. Seating. Scientific sofa. Furniture. Scientific cabin. Decorations. Herbology. Wall hanging. Herbology. Potions. Utility. Desk of description. Rugs. Large medium eclectic, medium botanical rug, medium scientific rug. Conjuration budget. The conjuration budget indicates the total number of items that can be conjured. Medium scientific rug. A medium rug that would feel right at home in a library. Resources required. Moonstone. 53 out of 3. Medium scientific rug. Backspace. Undo. Mouse wheel scroll down, mouse wheel scroll up. Rotate object. ZX. Resources required. Moonstone. 50 out of 3. Backspace. Undo. Mouse wheel scroll down, mouse wheel scroll up. Rotate object. ZX. Change size. Left control. Hold. Resources required. Moonstone. Conjuration. Rugs. Conjuration. Decoration. Room of requirement artwork. Room of requirement artwork. Nurse and baby. Conjuration budget. The conjuration budget. House elves and mistress portrait. Gazing witch portrait. Dapper wizard gazing wizard portrait. Resources required. Moonstone. 46 out of 1. Conjuration. Mischievous young witch portrait. Rugs. Decorations. Wall hanging. Quidditch board. Long mirror. A long, rectangle. Conjuration budget. The conjuration budget indicates the total number of items that can be conjured. Oval mirror. Winged mirror. Long mirror. Conjuration budget. Resources required. Moonstone. 44 out of 2. Resources required. Moonstone. 42 out. Resources required.
Shall we move on?
Moonstone. Resources required. Conjuration.
I've conjured everything I can. What's next, Professor?
I think you're ready to take on alteration. The altering spell will allow you to customize any conjured item. You can change the colors, patterns, and styles of your furniture to suit your taste. Let's get started, shall we? Watch closely as I demonstrate how to perform the altering spell.
The altering spell can be used to alter the physical form and features of items within the room of escape. Altering spell. Transfiguration. Medium scientific rug. A medium rug that would medium botanical rug, medium eclectic rug, medium gothic rug. Blue. F. Change visuals. Black. Default. Scientific central floor. Default. Black. Blue. Black. Blue. Green. Pink. Purple. Red. White. Yellow. Green. Black. Medium scientific rug. Blue. F. Black. Blue. Green. Pink. Purple. Red. Medium scientific rug. F. Medium scientific rug. A medium rug that would feel right at home in a library. Medium scientific rug. Mouse left button. Confirm. Scientific central floor. Scientific central floor. Scientific central floor. Medium scientific rug. A medium rug that would feel right at home in a library. Long mirror. A long, rectangular mirror with a smart reflection. Long mirror. Mouse left button. Confirm. ZX. Change size.
Incendio!
Dapper wizard portrait. A fine painting depicting a wizard in a top hat who Dapper wizard portrait. A fine painting depicting a wizard in a top hat who looks terribly pleased with himself. Dapper wizard portrait. Mouse left button. Confirm. ZX. Dapper wizard portrait. Desk of description. A desk which can be used to identify unknown pieces of gear and their properties. Default. Mouse left button. Confirm. Mouse wheel scroll. Desk of description. Black. Default. Black. Small Gothic table. A small table, well suited for studying defense against small eclectic table.
Nicely done. Now you're ready for something a little more advanced. You can use the altering spell directly on the room's architecture. Try these new designs on the floor or balcony.
Scientific standing light. Botanical standing light. Eclectic standing light. Gothic standing light. Scientific central floor. Scientific central. Botanical central floor. Eclectic central floor. Gothic central floor. Eclectic central. Scientific central floor. Scientific central floor. Eclectic central. Gothic central.
Your space might benefit from a bit of ambiance, don't you think? Deke, would you
Gothic central floor.
Of course, Professor Weasley.
Scientific central floor.
Professor Weasley showed Deke this bit of magic some years ago. Deke thinks you'll enjoy it. Come and talk to Deke when you're ready.
Scientific archway. Botanical archway. Eclectic archway. Gothic archway. Scientific walls. Scientific botanical walls. Eclectic walls. Gothic walls. Eclectic walls.
Professor Weasley said I should ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
A cool, moonlit ambience sounds perfect. I'd like something natural and earthy. I focus best in a room that is dark and mysterious.
I'd like the room to feel mysterious and eerie, as if I'm in the Forbidden Forest, surrounded by shadows.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Quite a difference. Of course, you needn't keep this style if you don't like it. You can always ask Deke to change it back. Now you have learnt a good bit about alteration.
Thank you, Professor. The room is full of possibilities.
Indeed. No matter how much time I spend here, the room always manages to surprise me. An even bigger space.
How did that happen?
The room equips itself to your needs. It must have sensed that you needed more space to practice spellcasting. If you'd like to customize the space further, you can use these spellcrafts. You'll find more of them both inside and outside the school.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep an eye out.
Good. I'll leave you to it. This is your space now. Use it wisely.
Scientific corridor. Scientific corridor. Botanical corridor. Eclectic corridor. Gothic corridor. Scientific floor. Scientific floor. Scientific main ceiling. Scientific main. Botanical main ceiling. Eclectic main ceiling. Gothic main ceiling. Gothic main ceiling. Botanical main ceiling. Scientific main ceiling. Eclectic main. Gothic main ceiling. Scientific bookshelf. Scientific. Botanical bookshelf. Eclectic bookshelf. Gothic bookshelf. Botanical bookshelf. Scientific book. Gothic bookshelf. Eclectic bookshelf.
Revelio.
Scientific window unit. Botanical window unit. Eclectic window unit. Gothic window unit. Eclectic botanical window unit. Scientific window unit. Botanical window. Scientific wall. Botanical wall. Eclectic walls. Gothic wall. Scientific wall alcove. Botanical wall alcove, eclectic wall alcove, Gothic wall alcove.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambiance.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
Never mind. A cool, moonlit ambience sounds perfect. I'd like something natural and earthy. I'd like it to feel warm and cozy.
I would like the room to feel as if it's being lit by the moon.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Map. Flames. The Great Hall. U. The Astronomy Wing. U. Charms Classroom. Professor Ronan's Charms Class. The Astronomy Wing. Level 18. Gear. Cloaks and robes. Outfit. Rapscallion garb. Equipped item. Outfit. Equipped item. Cloaks and robes. Level. Challenges. Exploration. Quests. Complete 6, complete 10 side/relationship quests. Complete 6 main story quests. Collections. Collections. Appearances. 46 out of 1. Conjurations. Level. Talents. Dark Art. Stealth. Stealth. Core. Spell Knowledge 2. Wiggeneld Potency I. Spell Knowledge 2. A new spell set is added. Dark Arts. Level. Collection. Inventory. Notes. Bathtub note. Fireplace note. Challenges. Escape. Lumos. Utility. Allows you to see in dark areas or solve puzzles that require extra light. Evanesco. Transfiguration. Vanishes items and returns mood. Reparo. Utility. Allows you to. Levioso. Diffindo. Depulso. Force. Repels many types of objects and enemies with considerable force. Although it deals no direct damage to foes, enemies, and objects alike. Avida Kedavra. Wingardium Leviosa. Disillusionment. Utility. Causes you to blend into your surroundings, making it more difficult for others to perceive you. Perfect for sneaking or approaching enemies undetected to be able to cast Petrificus Totalis. Petrificus Totalis. Essential. Powerful enough to bind. Map. Flames look in the shadow of the Undercroft. In the shadow of the the Astronomy Wing. Professor Fig's the Astronomy Wing. Level 18. Level. Quests. Quests. In the shadow of the Undercroft. I can probably mouse right button. Map. Flames location. In the shadow, the Astronomy Wing. Many quests. Special rewards will unlock as you progress field guide challenges. Visit the challenges menu to review your challenge progress and
Over here.
Sebastian, it's been a while.
It has. Glad you received my owl. I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of course. Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
Well, you took the fall for me, and that counts for something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place. This way. There's a secret passage just here.
It's well disguised. How did you find this place?
My friend, Ominous Gaunt. He named it the Undercroft. We used to play gobstones here all the time. With my sister, Anne. She loved that infernal game. What I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard this place. So please, keep this between us. He never confides in anyone. But he's trusted me since the day we met. I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. We used to sneak in here almost daily. We've never been caught.
I know Ominous. Met him in our common room. I've noticed he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of secrets. I've never heard anyone else speak of it. And I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets, but this place is special to him.
Of course. Ominous spoke to me about his family when we first met. To say that he has no love lost for them is an understatement.
Glad you understand. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away from prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells.
Really? Like what?
Like the blasting curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
That's ridiculous. It does sound dangerous. That's ridiculous.
A proper magical education ought to include all magic.
My thoughts exactly. A spell like Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells should be properly taught, not banned. To be fair, I'm admittedly partial to more fiery forms of magic, but you should learn it. I can teach it to you safely here. It may take a while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
You're getting it. Ready to actually try it out? Stick to the targets, though. Best to keep the
Escape.
Undercroft intact.
Lumos. Incendio. Conf Ringo. Damage. A long-range bolt that deals damage on impact. Enemies hit with fire-based attacks will continue to take damage for a few seconds, during which time collisions will result in incendiary bursts. CONF Ringo. CONF Ringo. Damage. The blasting
Look at all
curse,
those candelabras.
CONF Ringo, fires an
They're
explosive
useless.
blast.
But I think
Certain talents can alter its
Nice
effect on
work.
enemies.
How's it feel?
It's a tad hot.
You'll get used to it. That's it.
I think I've got it.
Well done.
Protego. Confringo. I have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. So this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
It's almost too much. I'm ready for more spells like
This is
this.
exactly the type of magic I've been hoping to learn.
There's more where that came from. Been practicing similar spells here for ages. Although, I didn't tell Anne and Ominous about every one. Haven't been here in some time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything I can do...
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne. She could use some cheering up.
I'd be glad to.
Just let me know when, and I'll meet you.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too. Well, meeting a new student will be precisely what she needs.
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers. By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library. Might it have something to do with Victor Rookwood? He didn't mistake you for someone else at all in Hogsmeade, did he?
Nothing gets past you. I'll tell you what I can. Rookwood and Ranrock are trying to recover something they think I took from a vault in Gringotts.
Gringotts? When were you there?
Professor Fig and I wound up there after the dragon attack. There was this port key.
A port key? To Gringotts?
Well, it's all a bit convoluted.
I'm listening.
I'll tell you the truth. I'm not ready to tell you everything.
The book I found in the restricted section was missing some pages. That's about it.
Pity. Didn't think you'd disappoint me with so vague an answer. I suppose with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, a bit more time practicing the blasting curse is in order. Spend as much time here as you'd like. And remember, keep this place between us. When I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an owl.
Confringo!
Escape. Lumos. Utility. Allows you to see in dark areas or solve. Reparo. Utility.
Reparo. Confringo. Revelio.
Hello, Sebastian. Wait. You there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello, Ominous. I was just heading to our common room.
I've recognized that voice. You're the new 5th year. Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
Sebastian showed me. I stumbled upon it.
That room's called the Undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring and suddenly found myself in a strange passageway.
Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon that room. Sebastian told you, didn't he? You breathe a word about this place to anyone, and not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster. I am not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to.
I promise not to say anything. No need for threats.
You needn't threaten me. I'm not going to say anything about your Undercroft. And Sebastian is a good friend. You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
Ominous, I just meant...
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help. Sebastian is going to get an earful about this.
Map. Floor Flames U. Level. Quests. Quests. Level. Gear. Gear. Face wear. Unidentified face item. Legendary. Neckwear. Neckwear. Forest tartan scarf. Equipped item. Cloaks and robes. Cloaks and robes. Outfit. Escape. Level. Owl Post. Map. Floor Flames locate the library and the astronomy wing. Charms classroom. Professor Fig's class. Defense against you. Professor Fig's classroom. Professor Fig's Charms classroom. Astronomy tower. The astronomy tower of the astronomy wing. Collection shed. The astronomy. The grand stair. Secret room. The south wing. Secret rooms. Hogwarts. Room of requirement. The map chamber. A secret room of requirement. Special rewards will unlock as you progress field guide challenges.
I would like to teach you Wingardium Leviosa. It can be used to levitate objects for a short time. Once you've completed a few prerequisite tasks, do see me after class.
Level 18. Quests. Professor, the map chamber. Professor the Daedalian keys. Talents. Owl Post, Professor Professor Sharp. Come and see me. I've discovered something in the locket we found at Gringotts. Come and see me as soon as you can. I've returned from a rather unproductive trip to the Ministry. Hoping you're Perry Pippin. Professor Perry Pippin, good day to you. Greetings, young Slytherin. Sebastian Scrope. I've not forgotten about our library venture. How did you fare? Professor hello. Please meet me in the Professor Garlic. Nats Iona. Collections. Quests. Professor Garlic's assignment 1. Professor Garlic wants me the map chamber. Now that Professor Fig has returned, I'm excited to show him the missing pages and the secret map chamber I found below the school. Map. Hogwarts. Exit. The map chamber. The astronomy wing. The astronomy wing. Special reward. Special rewards will unlock as you progress field guide challenges. Visit the challenges menu to review your challenge progress and
Obviously I have. Was just wondering.
I just know.
Galleons and a historian.
I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. I received a flurry of messages from Professor Black's house elf, Scrope.
Scrope sent you messages?
Yes, I thought it was odd too. He asked me to meet him and then told me to take the toad.
Why would you want to take Toast?
To a cave under the lake. And that's where I found Richard Jackdaw's ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book.
Field guide challenges are the only way to earn experience points and levels. Level 18. Settings. Exit to main. Save game. Save unavailable. Level 18.
The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way, and a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves. To think it was beneath us all this time. This looks promising. A map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the Map Chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
I do. I don't recall it fully.
I do recall seeing the memory, but I don't remember all of the details.
My friend Charles and I spoke of the portkey and of trials we created for one who could see traces of ancient magic. Charles is another of the keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until perhaps now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, But they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
I believe I have. It doesn't look familiar.
I don't think I have. Perhaps your young friend is not as well traveled as you think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
I'll see you there. Do you know anything?
You said that you know that tower. What can you tell me about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. I've passed it dozens of times. It's north of Hogsmeade. My recollection is that it seems abandoned. Clearly, however, the tower conceals more than meets the eye.
I'll see you there.
I'll find you at the towers.
Until then, be careful, and do not tell anyone where you're going.
Map. Flames locate the Great Hall. The Library Annex. The Annex of the Library. Mouse left button. Select Exit. U. The Bell Tower Wing. Beast's Classroom. The Beast's Classroom outside of Hogwarts. Beast's Classroom. The Bell Tower. Secret Rooms. Hogwarts. U. Room of Requirement. U. Level. Quests. Quests. Percival Rackham's trial. I need to meet Professor Fig outside the tower. Professor Garlick's assignment 1. The Daedalian Key. Professor Garlick's assignment 1. Professor Garlick wants me to field test a venomous tentacula and a mandrake. Should I need any seeds or plants, I can visit Dogweed and Deathcap. My field guide will not guide me through this assignment, but Mouse Right, the Daedalian Keys. Challenges. Owl Post. Perry Pippin. Hello. It's time you learned Glacis, the freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first I will need you to Madam Kagawa, Professor Garlick. Level. Quests. Madam Kagawa's assigned. Professor Level. 18.
It's time you learned Glacius, the freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you've done that, come and see me.
Level. Quests. Madame Kagawa's Professor Garlick's Assignment 1. Level. 18. Four. 6. 4. Venomous Tentacula. Mandrake. Unlocked by acquiring Mandrake seeds at Dogweed and Deathcap. Level. 18. Escape. Back. Quests. Map. Map. Challenges. Secret Room. Hogsmeade Map. World Map. Tomes and Scrolls. Brood and Peck. The Old Fool. The Old Fool. The Magic Neep. J. Pippin's Potions. Gladrag's Wizard Wear. Spintwitch's Sporting. Ollivanders. Brood and Peck. Madame Snelling's Tress Emporium. Gladrag's Wizard Wear. Tomes and Scrolls. Tomes and Scrolls. Level. Collections. Challenges. Four. Felix Felicis. Mandrake. Unlocked by 0. Map. Fluflame's locations. Hogsmeade Map. Brood and Peck. Dogweed and Deathcap. Brood and Peck. A white outline. Track undiscovered Fluflames to unlock brooms are most effective near the ground, but Hogsmeade's broom vendor believes he might have a way around this limitation. Map. Hogsmeade. Zonko's Dogweed and Deathcap. A plant shop. Dogweed and Deathcap. Mouse right.
it isn't Nora Treadwell's precious little guardian.
Protego! Confringo!
Ha! The lamb returns to the wolf. You may want to move.
Revelio.
Four.
Hogsmeade?
Come on inside. Oh, watch yourself though. Let's have you leave here alive.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Whew. Sorry I'm in a bit of a tizzy. I was just scolding some of the plants for spitting and nipping. I suppose it's my own fault for putting more than 4 to a tray. By the way, Beatrice Green is the name, but you may address me as Madam Green. Welcome to Dogweed and Deathcap. Oh, mind you don't knock the mandrakes. Oh, if there wasn't the constant demand for antidotes, I wouldn't need to stock so many of the little dears. Except, of course, for curses. And, well, if you've been petrified, then obviously you've come to the right place. Mind you don't knock the mandrakes. Oh, if there's an uprooting, you'll be the next one to drop dead, and I'm in no mood for a clear-up.
May I see your wares? Are you saying someone died here?
Someone died here?
Aye. Fortunate, really, that it was just the one. Now then, how may I help you today?
I think I'll just have a look around for now.
Very well. Let me know if you see anything you like.
May I see your wares?
What do you have for sale?
You're a force to be reckoned
Venomous
with, aren't you?
Mandrake.
Scaring all
Mandrake
the
seed.
goblins away.
Venomous Tentacula seed. Chinese chomping cabbage seed. Venomous Mandrake seed. Venomous Tentacula seed.
Can't believe it.
Unlocks the ability to Chinese chomp. Venomous Tentacula. Mandrake seed. Unlocks the ability. Venomous Tentacula seed. Unlocks the ability to Venomous Tentacula. Tenacious Tentacula that when
Doors always open. You be sure to stop by soon.
4. 0. Mandrake. Level 18. Inventory. Beasts. Notes. Resources. Sard Alpha. Resources. Beasts. 12. 5. 5. Beasts. Talents. Collections. Challenges. Map. Hogsmeade. Quests. Owl Post. Settings. Save/load and exit. Settings. 4. 0. Mandrake. Release tab to equip. A magical plant that shrieks when unearthed. 4. Venomous Tentacula. Release tab to equip. Map. Hogsmeade. Gladrag. Hogwarts map. World map. Secret rooms. Caps lock. Remember the tools that exist to help you navigate objectives.
Here before?
Potting table. Mallowsweet. Titani. Mandrake. A magical plant that shrieks when unearthed. Mandrake. A magical plant that shrieks when unearthed.
You should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Potions Station. Edurus Potion. Thunder Brew. Felix Fulich. Edurus Potion. Maxima Potion. Invisibility Potion. The drinker turns invisible, causing Wiggeneld Potion. Thunder Brew. Felix Felicis. Invisibility Potion. Thunder Brew. Creates a storm around the drinker with Map. Flames locate secret rooms. Quests. Madame Kagawa's Assignment 1. Professor Garlick's Assignment. Madame Kagawa's Assignment 1. Madame Kagawa has conjured a number of balloons around the Hogsmeade. The Daedalian Keys. It looks like my Percival. The Daedalian Keys. Level. Collections. Tools. 10 out of 10.